Hi everyone, I'm Angela and this is I Am Consciousness. So today I am talking about a really great topic, which is how you are connected to your desire and how you're connected to everything. Everything in your reality comes through you and you are connected to that. And as I discuss these topics, I really love to move across all modalities, whether we're talking about science, quantum mechanics, spiritual study using the Bible, ancient writings, whether we're talking about metaphysics, looking at Neville Goddard, Ernest Holmes, different writers. I love to bring it all together because regardless of what subject or what we're looking at specifically, the language may be different, but it's all truth. We're just expressing it, sharing it with different language. And I love to bring it all together because that is the most important part. It's truth. Truth is what we're after. Truth. That is the foundation. That is the very most bottom layer of this belief, right? Of this practice. Understanding is the truth. What is the truth? That's what we're looking for. And that's what I study. And that's what I'm really grasping on, whether I'm looking at something in the Bible, scripture, or quantum mechanics. It all comes back to truth, that foundation, that base level of understanding, because that sets the stage for everything. No matter if you're talking about different techniques or affirmations or whatever it is, like the most basic part of this is the foundation, your base level of understanding. And basically, it's your decision to walk in and express that truth, right? Through your physical self. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about the connection that we have with our desire. And I want to pull in from some different modalities to explain that. So I'm going to start with quantum mechanics. I think it's just amazing. This is something that just like blew the door open for me when I began to look at how truly nothing is impossible in our lives. And quantum mechanics has this understanding that everything is connected, everything. So in your reality, you are connected to everything. There's no separation. As we look out at our 3D, we often feel separated from that person or from the money or whatever. But truly, because the real source of reality is within, and within there is no separation. Everything is connected. You are connected to your person, the desire. Everything within you is connected, right? It's all within you. So I have a really great article that I studied a while back. It's called Non-Local Mind, A Brief History of the Term by Larry Dossey, MD. And what I'm going to start with here is the understanding in quantum mechanics that once two particles have connected, right? Once they have come together, they're always connected. No matter how far apart they are, they're always connected. So think in terms of your specific person or anything else, the healthy body, finances. Like once there has been a connection, it's most easy to think about this when it comes to people, but once there's been a connection, they're always connected. But let's go even deeper. Let's talk about the Big Bang, all right? If you can believe in that and understand that, that is the idea that everything originated from one source. And then this explosion happened and the universe was created, but it came from a source, right? So that is lending itself to the understanding that from the very beginning, everything was connected. So I'm going to read just a little brief part here in this article and expound on it about how we have always all been connected. All right. In order for distance particles not to be non-locally entangled, theorists insist that they must have once been in contact. According to the Big Bang Theory, all the matter in the universe was originally in contact, concentrated in a very hot dot of matter, energy that expanded around 14.5 billion years ago, resulting in the universe we see. So, if the Big Bang Theory is valid, a requirement for non-local consciousness original contact was met early on. To me, that's so exciting. It's the idea that everything that we see within the universe has come from like one source, right? And you and I are that source. Our physical body is just an outward expression that we experience within the universe, but the consciousness within is the source. We are a piece of that. We are the source. So you're connected to everything. You're connected to your SP. You're connected to the income, the money, the health, the body, anything at all. You're already connected because you've come from the initial connection and you are the source of that connection. So remember that as you're thinking about your SP, as you're thinking about the thing that you want, there is really no separation. There's no out there. The out there is just picturing something that's reflecting internally what you focused on, right? But internally, it's all within you. It's there. It's connected. You are one with whatever you're thinking about. Whatever version you're thinking about of people, whatever version you're thinking of in regards to your SP, whatever version you're thinking of in regards to your boss or your family member, you are connected. Everything is connected. It's a vast sea of energy, and there's no separation. And I think it's amazing that as we draw upon the science and we look at it from that perspective, we can see that there's so much study and research that has gone into this. And there's connection. There's no separation. It's all connection. And it's connection coming from you because you are source. You are the source. You are the universe. You are the evidence of your experience. That's all the evidence you need. You are the evidence of everything as source. And you're connected to it all, right? Everything. It's all within you. Now, if we kind of move forward now and look at things from a scriptural sense, right? Because I love to connect these things. It just solidifies the validity and this truth of how everything is operating in the universe when we can look at these different sources and it all comes together. Really, it's all the same thing. So I have some scriptures. My whiteboard is probably going to be backwards, but I'm just going to read what I've got here. So in Colossians chapter 1, it says, He, Christ consciousness. Okay, He is Christ consciousness. Consciousness is I am. So that's you. Don't forget that. That's you. He is the firstborn of all creation. Now think back to what I was just saying about the Big Bang. The firstborn of creation. It was all concentrated. The I am, the source, you, it was all concentrated, right? He was the firstborn of all creation. And for by him, all things were created that are in heaven. This is heaven, right? Because the kingdom is within. And on earth, the outpicturing, what we see and experience with our senses. For by him, all things were created that are in heaven and earth, visible or invisible. So everything is existing, right? What you see outwardly, what you sense with your senses, what you can see and smell, touch, taste, hear, all of those things. By him, all things were created, visible or invisible, and he is before all things, and in him, all things consist. Everything consists. Past, present, and future, and every possible outcome. It all consists in here, Christ consciousness, I am. There's connection. It's you. It's all there. If you've ever wondered, is it God's will? Is it right for me? You get to decide. Nobody can tell you whether it is or it isn't. It's you. You decide. You determine that. There is no person out there that can tell you unless you give your power to that person. There is no God outside of you that is saying, yes, no, maybe this isn't right. It's you, because all things consist in you as the source. It's you. And for it pleased the Father, right? The universal consciousness that in him all fullness should dwell. It's all there, and it's for you to choose from. All fullness should dwell. It's within you because you are the I am. And the fullness, everything and every potential that you can think of, visible or invisible, so that means invisible, it's here, right? It exists and you can choose from it. I get so excited about this because it's just pulling all of these different understandings, these different terms, different language, different studies, different modalities, and it's bringing us back to truth, that you are source. Everything exists within you. Nothing is off limits, and you can have to be anything at all. Now I've got one more thing that I'm going to look at, and this is in Ecclesiastes. This is chapter 3. Chapter 3. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, he has put eternity in their hearts. Eternity, right? Eternity is all. It is the fullness. It is the past, present, and future, and every potential. That is in your heart. Whatever you can think of, whatever you can contemplate, whatever you can imagine, whatever you can put attention on, because it's in your heart, the answer is yes, you can have it. You can experience that outcome, that scenario, that person, whatever it might be, because it's for you, it wants you. It's in your heart. It's been put in your heart. This is just super exciting news, guys. Now, how do we get to that? How do we experience those things? It is knowing, it's deciding, it's choosing that you are the I am. There are so many sources that are telling us it's us. It doesn't matter if we're talking about science, quantum mechanics, looking at scripture, looking at metaphysical studies. It's you. You are source. It's you. And so is the identity. You recognizing that your source is the first step, the most important step, and the most powerful step in experiencing the reality that you want. Knowing that truth. Deciding, choosing that no matter what you see, everything is moving, shifting, changing when you look at the 3D. But what's solid, what's constant, what never changes is you, the internal story. You're the one deciding. You're the one choosing. So remember that you're the source. Remember that it's coming from within you. Remember that there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to be anxious about because it's all you. Everybody that you see and everything that you see outside of you is just reflecting what you have put attention on in your internal state, the eternal state, eternity, which is within you. This is the good news, right? This is the best news, that this reality, your experience is yours. You have free will. You're connected to everything because it's within you. It is yours and it's within you. And the desires want you and they want to move through you and they want to be experienced by you. So this is just kind of a snippet of a little bit of quantum mechanics and some scriptures and some things that share with us and point us in the direction of understanding everything is within us and we are everything. And we can have to be anything because of that. So I hope that this is really encouraging for you. If you would like to work with me, if you have more questions, if you would just like to go deeper in understanding these things, look at the link below, schedule a session, and I'll be happy to work with you. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.